It's a pleasure being here today and sharing this presentation with you and being able to share this moment at this Congress. I'm a PhD student on sustainable research, and I teach also the textile area at ESNE. We are a fashion department. It's a design, technology, and innovation school, and we are based in Madrid. So it's great being here, sharing this paper with you, called Empowering Textiles Towards a Circular Future, and Meta-Textiles case study that I will show you later on. So this is the structure of my presentation today, and I will start with a bit of a background. And this research begins by highlighting insights into systematic changes and transformative areas that the industry is currently experiencing. Using reflective practice, the study explores a range of definitions and tries to outline from a critical perspective the main interactions in the evolution of these transformative processes. So this research is intended to support more enriching reflections, designing, thinking, and action systems, and within radical interaction. It's intended to go directly to textile researchers to consider when highlighting the significance of textile-led approaches in promoting new methods, strengthening communication, enhancing cross-disciplinary and understanding of the need to respond to a circular narrative. In this context, it's aspirational, educational, transformational, and measurement functions will be analyzed throughout this research. As an hypothesis, based on this study, I have found the following 5 basic hypotheses. The development of frameworks for representing sustainable strategy schemas, together with traceability mechanisms, can ensure transparency and integrity. Systematic changes can grow circularly, giving rise to nodes and connected nets within this infinite growth that can foster evolving and healthy structures. Systematic changes can grow also, or can define growth in a long term and evolve to the redefinition of new meanings throughout the textile system and the configuration of new codes that encourage holistic and disruptive reshaping of the current model. So some of my research questions were related, first of all, with people, skills, and motivation, and are the follows. What is the recovery of regenerative plants? So, work if players within the system lack the skills needed, because the system is asking for skills that are not covered, or we cannot achieve those kinds of skills. How can we achieve long-term prosperity if we don't prioritize the skills that are needed? And how conduct criteria is a core factor to be incorporated into this sustainable or sustainable culture. And also concerning processes and infrastructures, if the organizational strategies throughout the supply chain management models are offering effective pathways towards sustainable system change, how production hierarchies impact directly on traceability and transparency, and if the tools we have now in action are isolated. Also, concerning communication flows, if dialogues can configure this active participation and engagement. The matter of position and time, if sustainable occupies a subaltern position, and it is currently a great policy for beautification. So in this figure, I have defined the 3 core dimensions for circular design systematic transformation: behavior, models, and resources. And I hope I have also connected those 3 dimensions with a few, or some methods that can be related to each of them. So I will directly go to this framework that I've been designing. It's a rhizomatic matter model, where I call it RMAM. It's a framework for representing circular textile design strategy. And firstly, it proposes a framework for analysis of sustainability transitions in textile systems that integrates elements of the circular practices approach. The starting point of this suggested analytical process is to map and develop a relational metaphoric model, a rhizomatic framework for representing a strategic textile design approach, as wider transitions require a reconfiguration of traceability mechanisms. Interactions across levels are of particular interest to deepen understanding the importance of ensuring transparency and integrity. The pentagon represents the interdependencies between concepts, and any point can and should be connected to another. Under the principle of connection, transfers designate transverse and reciprocal movements throughout this mapping model. So, material design and social ceilings have been designed, have been represented by 3 concentric rings, which sets its rhizomatic ecosystem: community, social responsibility, value chain excellence, innovation, formal statement, and resources protection. Both transparency and traceability gathers the variables, and this emphasizes on transversality, suggests the potential cross-sectional effects setting behavioral change streams. So before I go into the case study for this paper, I was focusing on value chain excellence and resources protection ecosystems. And the case study is called Meta-Textiles. Meta-Textiles, we were collaborating the research department together with some students, a group of students, and we set the students to become active actors or agents for the regeneration of the fashion system. And in this contest, a set of actions are a part of this strategical sustainable plan. And it's an example of collaborative university company initiative. So Meta-Textiles is a case study focused on consolidating knowledge on materials and interdisciplinary methods through practical design experiments. The nature of this specific case study is a textile approach immersion. So what we really were trying is to get deep into the textile approach and textiles analysis. The model accommodates the broadening and the narrowing of research through 4 stages: define, act, develop, and deliver. So the main or the core objectives of the project was consolidate a commitment between textile industry. We focus on alliances with companies in collaborative projects, the promotion of transversality, also the need to respond to the necessity of using digital textile design systems and e-textile platforms to save and use the resources and improve or reduce the impact footprint, and also improve consistency in the understanding of sustainable textile approach. This synergy project brings together three actors: Manteco, which is a leading sustainable fabric supplier; SETI Labs, a deep tech digitalization startup; and ESNE, which brings the academic field. The project is focused on the topic of traceability with digital textiles, addressing cooperative forms of engaging processual materialities. So the established methods, we use Textura by SETI, which is a software designed by the company. It's a method which interprets and challenges the traditional knowledge about textiles. How are they constructed and designed? And Textura consists on textile design tool, which predicted prototyping based on models of mechanical and optical simulation. It's an holistic textile process based on high representation fidelity. So this software allows to extract the physical properties of the fabric and edit all the material properties to create new versions or variations. So these are some of the features that we consider, all the properties, having into consideration technical information, prints, dye information, and common variations, such as common finishing or common uses, or even other kinds of finishings that are not common, such as technical finishings. For example, it can be a fast dry property or finishing. So this shows a fabric passport, which is completely different from the technical sheet that we were having directly from the suppliers, the textile suppliers. So now what we have with this tool, with new digital tool, is a fabric passport that has this crucial function, as it technically materializes the design vision and serves as a decision tool for future product developments in the production processes. So as you can see on the right, you have all the properties getting directly from these virtualization processes that we can have thanks to this software. This is a picture where constructive volumetric rendering is shown with one of the materials that we were using from Manteco. And as I said before, it's a mechanical and optical simulation at the thread scale. So as you can see, you can have a vision of all the properties and all the behavior of the fabric, thanks to digital technology and being able to represent perfectly the main characteristics of the fabric, but just in a digital area, not in a physical way. And this is the second part that we were applying on or trying to implement. That is the construction and volumetric idea of the code, already represented with another software which is complementary with Textura. It is Clo3D. It's very common nowadays to use it in a fashion industry, and it allows to go right directly from the fabric to the garment. And it's a code with this recycled wool fabric application that we were using from Manteco. So as you can see, these alliances traces a legacy that asserts the continuity from textiles and material design practice in a more traditional and conventional format to a more futuristic and emerging design that engages and merges both the physical and the digital aspect. As a main statement, and the statement from the students that we were working with, they were, as some of the statements that they were sharing with us, as a whole, Meta-Textiles embraces the values and storytelling of our design, as well as the craftsmanship, where we explore and manipulate our products to reach a more intimate, introspective, traceable, and conscious work. And as a conclusion, we can say throughout this project that the methodologies we use have been shown that to lead to the use of dialogue, cooperation, and communication. That as I was getting throughout the research questions, time and place factor enables real interaction and context of learning. The proposal aims to contribute to a better understanding of the potential of the integration of textile sustainable development into business processes and practices, as we were having this collaboration and this synergy within the industry and real companies. Also, the proposed experimental application is a useful tool to promote critical analysis and reflection on a multiple parameters, components, and factors. We have demonstrated that adopting circularity standards, we can go towards optimization and enable accurate and efficient decision making. We can facilitate efficient data transfers, exchange, and common language of understanding. And as the final conclusion, the digital prototype can set an example of efforts to arrive to comprehensive tools for analytic, data-driven sustainability impact reduction. Thank you very much.